Imagine this. Your life is a masterpiece in the making. Every day, you're handed a fresh brush and a blank canvas. The question is, what will you create? What kind of story will your actions, mindset, and habits tell? Here's the truth. Success isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. Now, pay close attention. There are 10 simple yet powerful habits that, when practiced consistently, will completely transform your life. These habits will define your character, ignite your ambitions, and shape the future you desire. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Let's dive in. 1. Set a clear goal. Every day, a ship without a destination is at the mercy of the wind, drifting aimlessly, covering miles, yet arriving nowhere. And so it is with a person who wakes up without a clear goal. They may be busy, constantly in motion, but busyness is not progress. Activity alone does not lead to achievement. Clarity is the foundation of all greatness. No empire was built on confusion. No revolution was sparked by indecision. No lasting legacy was forged by those who wandered without purpose. The mind, left unchecked, is like an untrained beast, restless, chaotic, and easily swayed by distractions. And distractions are everywhere. Without clarity, they control you. But the moment you set an intention, you take back control. You become the architect of your own destiny. Before the noise of the world drowns your focus, before external pressures scatter your energy, pause. Decide. Define one clear goal for the day. Not 10. Not 5. 1. It doesn't have to be monumental. It doesn't have to change your life overnight, but it must be intentional. Make a tough decision. Complete an overdue task. Learn something new. The power of a goal lies not in its size, but in its clarity. A clear goal gives your mind a target. It shifts you from drifting to directing, from reacting to responding. You begin to shape your day rather than letting it shape you. This is the secret of extraordinary achievement. Success isn't built in sudden bursts of inspiration. It isn't found in wishful thinking. It's built day by day, in the stacking of deliberate, focused actions. The person who defines their aim each morning is the person who carves their destiny. A vague wish never built an empire. A blurred vision never created a legacy. Clarity did, and it always will. 2. Start your day with a mindset of gratitude. Understand this. Your mindset determines your destiny. It is not luck, not circumstance, not even talent that shapes your life as much as the way you think. And at the core of an unshakable mind is one simple yet powerful practice: gratitude. Most people wake up burdened. They dread the day ahead. Their mind fixates on problems, on what's missing, on what could go wrong. But this is a self-imposed prison, one that keeps them trapped in fear, doubt, and negativity. What they don't realize is this: they have the power to break free. It takes just one small habit. A habit that takes less than a minute yet rewires the mind for strength and resilience. Each morning, before the chaos of the world pulls you in 1,000 directions, pause, breathe, and list 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be extraordinary. They could be as simple as waking up to a new day, a roof over your head, a conversation with a friend, an opportunity no matter how small. Gratitude isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about shifting your focus to what's already good. This shift is not just positive thinking, it is power. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your mind moves from scarcity to abundance, from limitation to possibility. And a mind that sees possibility will always find a way. It will spot opportunities where others see obstacles. It will create solutions where others see excuses. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a discipline. It is a weapon against fear, doubt, and anxiety. Those who practice it are unshaken by hardship, because they have trained their mind to look beyond setbacks to see what can be done, instead of dwelling on what cannot. The strongest minds are not the ones who have never struggled. They are the ones who have mastered the art of perspective, and gratitude is the foundation of that mastery. 3. Read for 30 minutes daily. Every great mind has been forged in the crucible of knowledge, the wisdom of the past, the insights of the present, and the possibilities of the future. These are the building blocks of growth. If you want to elevate your thinking, to sharpen your mind into a force of clarity and power, you must become a student of wisdom. The world is filled with distractions, but few habits are as transformative as the simple act of reading. A single book can shift the trajectory of your entire life. One idea, one profound realization can dismantle old limitations and open doors you never knew existed. Knowledge is not just power, it is freedom. It frees you from ignorance, from stagnation, from the cycle of unchallenged thoughts that keep you stuck in the same patterns, the same frustrations. Every page you turn expands your perspective, helping you see beyond the narrow confines of your current understanding. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and innovators all share one trait: an insatiable hunger for learning. They know that the mind, like the body, must be nourished and exercised. Just as muscles grow stronger with training, the mind becomes sharper with exposure to new ideas, new philosophies, and new ways of thinking. The key is discipline, a daily commitment to reading, even if only for 30 minutes. It is a small investment with immeasurable returns. Some may argue that books are outdated, but true wisdom is timeless. It is not about collecting information, it is about depth. While fleeting news feeds and surface-level content bombard your mind with noise, books demand patience, engagement, and contemplation. They challenge you to think critically, to question, to reflect. In a world that thrives on quick fixes and instant gratification, reading is an act of rebellion, a statement that you value depth over distraction, mastery over mediocrity. You are always one book away from a breakthrough. One well-placed insight can shift your mindset, transform your habits, and set you on the path to greatness. But that breakthrough will never come if you do not take the first step. Make the commitment. 30 minutes a day. Let that be the foundation upon which you build an unshakable mind. In time, you will look back and realize the greatest investment you ever made was in the strength of your own intellect. 4. Take control of your inner dialogue. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, not by chance, nor by the whims of fortune, but by the supreme power of your thoughts. The mind is a fertile field, capable of producing an abundant harvest, but it will only grow what you plant within it. Plant seeds of doubt and fear, and you will reap a harvest of failure and despair. But sow within it the golden seeds of belief, determination, and purpose, and your life will bear fruit beyond your grandest imagination. Consider this: the man who tells himself, "I am weak." His shoulders slump, his voice wavers, his presence fades. He needs no physical chains to bind him, for he is already imprisoned by his own thoughts. But the man who declares, "I am strong, I am capable, I will overcome," walks with purpose, speaks with conviction, and bends circumstances to his will. The difference between the two? Not birth, not luck, only belief. Your inner dialogue is the blueprint of your destiny. Whisper to yourself, "I cannot," and your body will obey. Say instead, "I am learning how," and you ignite the spirit of growth. Do not say, "I am not good enough." Say, "I am improving every day." This simple shift in language does more than change your mindset, it transforms your entire reality. Words are not just sounds, they are forces. They are the silent architects shaping the structure of your life. Speak of failure, and it will bloom. Speak of greatness, and it will bear fruit. The most successful men in history, those who have risen from obscurity to prominence, have mastered this truth. They spoke into existence the lives they desired long before they held them in their grasp. Fate is not cruel, it is merely the servant of thought. Speak wisely. Think boldly. Act with unwavering faith, and watch as the world shapes itself to your will. 5. Embrace discomfort. Every single day, Man is not made for ease but for conquest. History is not written by those who seek refuge in comfort. Success does not belong to the man who fears struggle. Comfort is a silent thief. It steals ambition, dulls the spirit, and lulls the mind into complacency. Every time you avoid discomfort, you do not merely stand still, you move backward. Growth is born in adversity. Greatness is not gifted, it is forged. Look at the most successful men of our time, those who have risen from obscurity to command industry, wealth, and influence. What do they share? They do not flee from difficulty. They seek it. They lean into discomfort, as a blacksmith leans into the fire, knowing that only through the heat of resistance can steel be tempered. They understand that progress does not live in comfort, it thrives at the very edge of endurance. If you would carve your place among such men, you must train yourself to endure what others shrink from. Do something uncomfortable every day. Rise before the sun and claim dominion over the morning. Push yourself beyond fatigue, beyond convenience, beyond what you once believed possible. Speak when your voice trembles. Take action when fear tells you to wait. Risk failure when mediocrity offers safety. Each act of discomfort expands your limits, hardens your will, and strengthens your spirit. Understand this. The more you embrace discomfort, the more formidable you become. Each struggle conquered is another stone laid in the foundation of your success. Every hardship faced with courage tightens the sinew of your character. You are not meant for a life of ease but for a life of triumph. The world bows not to the man who seeks comfort, but to the man who endures. Persist and conquer. So I say to you, reject ease. Reject the temptation of stagnation. Welcome challenge as an old friend, for within its embrace lies your true potential. The man who dares to suffer today shall be the master of tomorrow. 6. Master the art of focus. Success is not reserved for the fortunate, nor is failure the fate of the unlucky. Both are the offspring of habit, the direct result of discipline, or the lack of it. And in this modern age, there is no greater enemy to discipline than distraction. Distraction is a silent thief. It does not strike with force, nor does it announce its arrival. Instead, it seeps into the mind, scattering attention, dulling ambition, and replacing progress with idle indulgence. We live in a world that clamors for your attention. Endless noise, ceaseless demands, and trivial diversions designed to pull your focus in 100 directions at once. But what you focus on, you feed. If you allow your mind to be drawn into distractions, you will water the seeds of mediocrity. But if you direct your focus with precision, you will cultivate the harvest of greatness. A man who fixates on problems will drown in them. A man who trains his mind to see solutions will rise above every challenge. The choice is his, and it is yours. Master your focus, and you will master your destiny. Train your mind to single-task multitasking is a lie. Ignore the siren song of constant interruptions. Turn off notifications. Silence the trivial. Set aside specific hours for deep, undisturbed work. Make concentration a sacred ritual, one that cannot be violated by the fleeting whims of the external world. Understand this. The man who controls his focus controls his future. Distraction is the refuge of the unfocused, the excuse of the uncommitted. But the man who commands his attention as a warrior commands his sword. Sharp, unwavering, and precise, will carve his name upon the pillars of history. So I say to you, guard your focus as you would guard your fortune. For in truth, it is worth far more. Let no idle pleasure, no trivial matters, steal from you the destiny that is yours to claim. Train your mind, direct your thoughts, and the world shall bow to the power of your unwavering attention. 7. Cultivate relentless self-discipline. The road to success is not paved with good intentions, nor is it built on fleeting bursts of inspiration. It is constructed with the bricks of discipline, unyielding, unbreakable, and essential. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement. It is the force that separates those who dream from those who do. The man who masters discipline masters his fate. The man who lacks discipline becomes a slave to circumstance. Let me tell you a truth that few dare to accept. Feelings are unreliable. If you wait until you feel ready, you will wait forever. If you act only when it is convenient, you will accomplish nothing. Discipline is doing what must be done whether or not you feel like it. It is rising before the sun when comfort tempts you to sleep. It is working when others rest. It is persisting when others quit. It is pushing forward when the weak make excuses. Discipline is a muscle. Like any muscle, it grows stronger with use. Every time you choose action over procrastination, every time you show up instead of surrendering to weakness, you fortify your will. Every time you keep your word to yourself, you build trust in your own abilities and unshakable confidence that cannot be given, only earned. Self-discipline is the ultimate freedom. The undisciplined man is bound by his impulses, controlled by distractions, shackled by the whims of the moment. But the disciplined man, he is master of himself. He does not seek motivation, for he does not require it. He acts regardless, and in doing so, he gains control over his destiny. Understand this. Talent may open doors, but only discipline will keep them open. Ambition may light the fire, but only discipline will keep it burning. No man ever achieved greatness without first mastering himself. So I say to you, train yourself as a warrior trains for battle. Strengthen your will. Harden your resolve. Choose discipline today, tomorrow, and every day after. Because when discipline becomes your way of life, success becomes inevitable. 8. Surround yourself with high-value people. A man is not merely the sum of his own thoughts and actions, he is the reflection of those he surrounds himself with. Show me your circle, and I will show you your future. Whether you realize it or not, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their habits become your habits. Their beliefs shape your beliefs. Their standards define your own. If you walk among men who complain, you will soon drown in excuses. If you surround yourself with those who fear failure, you will adopt their limits. But if you stand beside those who push boundaries, defy odds, and refuse to settle, you too will rise to that standard. Choose wisely. The people around you either propel you forward or pull you back. There is no neutrality in influence. Surround yourself with those who sharpen your mind, challenge your thinking, refuse to let you settle for mediocrity. Seek out mentors, men of wisdom who have already walked the path you aspire to follow. Engage in conversations that stretch your intellect, that expand your vision beyond its current limits. Because here's the truth. Your environment will change you faster than motivation ever will. A man immersed in a culture of excellence does not need inspiration, he becomes it. In the presence of greatness, mediocrity becomes intolerable. In the company of the ambitious, stagnation is impossible. So I say to you, choose your circle with care. Walk among giants, and you will learn to stand tall. Align yourself with thinkers, doers, and men of action, and you will become one yourself. If you want to elevate your life, elevate your standards. Because in the end, your future is not determined by chance, it is forged by the hands of those you allow into your world. 9. Take daily action toward your dreams. A dream without action is nothing more than a fantasy, a wish whispered into the wind, vanishing before it ever takes form. Success does not come to the man who waits. It does not favor the one who merely hopes. It bows only to the man who moves. Dreams do not work unless you do. You cannot sit idly by and expect success to come knocking. It won't. Fortune does not seek the passive, it rewards the relentless. Every man who has risen from obscurity to greatness did so by the sweat of his own effort. He did not wait for the perfect time, he created it. He did not wait for circumstances to align, he forged his own path. He did not seek permission, he took action. And so must you. Start now. Each day is an opportunity, a chance to move forward. No matter how small the step, forward is forward. Momentum is not built in a single act of greatness, but in the quiet consistency of daily effort. A man who moves forward by an inch each day will be miles ahead of the one who stands still. The writer who pens a single page a day will one day hold a book in his hands. The man who improves by just 1% daily will become unrecognizable in a year. This is the law of effort, inescapable, undeniable, and infallible. Those who obey it rise. Those who ignore it fade into mediocrity. So I say to you, take action. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Now. Because the man who moves today is the man who rules tomorrow. And the man who waits, he will spend his life watching others achieve what he once only dreamed. 10. End each day with reflection and refinement. The difference between the man who rises and the man who remains stagnant is not talent, luck, or even effort alone. It is reflection. The world moves fast, filled with men who rush from one day to the next without ever stopping to ask, what did I learn? Where did I falter? How can I be better tomorrow? But the man who pauses, examines, and refines places himself leagues ahead of those who simply drift. Success belongs to the man who learns. Before you close your eyes at night, take a moment to reflect. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How will I improve tomorrow? Success is not about perfection. It is about learning, adapting, and growing stronger every single day. The man who fears mistakes will never take action. But the man who learns from them will turn failures into stepping stones and obstacles into opportunities. Each day is a lesson. Some will test your patience. Others will challenge your discipline. And some will reveal weaknesses you never knew existed. But if you examine each day with honesty, you will emerge wiser, sharper, and more prepared for the battles ahead. Self-awareness is the foundation of mastery. The greatest men in history, those who built empires, led nations, and left legacies, were not without flaw. But they understood this. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is feedback. They studied themselves like a craftsman studies his work, refining, improving, and perfecting. And so must you. The path to mastery. Take time each evening to assess the day behind you. Write it down if you must. Celebrate your victories no matter how small. Acknowledge your failures not with regret, but with determination. Set your intentions for the day ahead. For the man who seeks improvement daily will rise far above the one who drifts without awareness. The choice is yours. So I say to you, do not let a single day pass without learning from it. The man who reflects, adapts, and grows will master his destiny. The man who ignores his lessons will forever be controlled by forces he does not understand. Your future is forged in the fire of daily refinement. And in the end, that is the difference between those who succeed and those who merely exist. Final call to action. Now, listen carefully. These 10 habits may seem small, but their impact is immeasurable. They are the foundation of a strong mind, a disciplined character, and an unstoppable life. The question is, will you implement them? Will you commit to the small daily actions that lead to greatness? The choice is yours. And if you choose wisely, your future self will thank you. So which habit will you start today? Because the life you want is not waiting for you. It is waiting for you to take action. And action, my friend, is always within your control.